Welcome to the 4th episode of my Oblivion mod showcase, the series where I briefly show some of the best old and upcoming mods. I'm Taylor Jacobs, and today we will be covering some small improvement mods that all keep the vanilla feel of Oblivion. Roll the intro. Before we get into the video, I want to offer my condolences and support to the families and friends of the Humboldt Broncos junior hockey team. The crash has affected lots of people, with 15 fatalities and 14 injured. A close friend of mine who edits the Mythic Dwellers scripts plays for the Humboldt Broncos and was in the accident. Without him, the channel would not be at the quality or size of what it is today. I want to wish him a speedy recovery, and I want him to know that I'll always be here to support him. I'm linking the GoFundMe page in the description if you want to support the families affected, and please note that due to this tragedy, there may be an absence of content for the next few weeks. While trekking across the lands of Cyrodiil in the early game, you may want a place to store your extra weapons and armour before buying a house. If that's the case, then you can use Hideouts by Sephiroth to accomplish this goal. This mod makes all containers in Greylands, Nirastarol's house, Shetcombe Farm, and Atrena Camp safe to store your belongings, as well as removing the trespassing in Nirastarol's house so you may sleep in the bed whenever you wish. Sephiroth decided to keep all NPC spawns the same in these locations in order to maintain Oblivion's vanilla feel. While playing through Oblivion, you may notice that a lot of the magical effects have the same or similar icons. In order to clarify the images, Rickland made the Diverse Effect Icons mod. This mod adds unique icons for different magical effects. There are now individual pictures for all the effects in Oblivion, such as Absorb, Damage, Drain, and Weakness. Rickland also created individual images for all bound weapon and bound armor spells. The detail on each icon looks clean and does not stray from the traditional Oblivion art style. Beautiful weather is something everyone enjoys, and Fantasy Weather by Nacrin attempts to improve wall weather in both Cyrodiil and the Shivering Isles. Nacrin changes the base game's HDR settings to allow for a more luscious look to the sky and weather systems. On top of that, Nacrin changes the duration of days and nights. Oblivion also has some small problems with the level of detail textures in the game, so to accommodate this, he's changed the fog distances to help hide these unappealing graphics. Bethesda made the decision to only use snowy weather north of Bruma at Pale Pass, so to add some diversity, Nacrin added different types of weather to this location. This mod really adds to the look of the game and requires no external graphic files or mods. It only alters the in-game HDR settings, making installation a breeze. When arriving at Kvatch for the first time, there is a massive build-up of suspense, all focusing around the attack on the city. However, when you climb the road to the peak of the hill and the weather begins to change, the battlefield at the top seems a little lacking for what's being described. To remedy this, the Kvatch Battlefield Overhaul by Skooma Master intends to give the Kvatch battle scene a bit more wear and tear, transforming it into the now ugly piece of land that feels like it's had blood spilled on its soil, adding to the idea of a massive attack taking place here, and the difficulty the guards have had to go through to hold back the invaders. This mod adds dead soldiers from both sides to the battlefield outside Kvatch, as well as adding small decorations on the road towards the city to remove the bland look of the hill path in the base game. It's possible that you've noticed that the base version of Oblivion has some hilarious and iconic bugs, one of these being Beggar's voices changing mid-conversation. As notorious and funny as this is, it does take away from the immersion of the game. Public Gamer fixes this issue with consistent Beggar voices. This mod simply removes the inconsistent crotchety Beggar voices, and now you'll never have any mid-dialogue voice changes again. Public accomplishes this by replacing the male and female Imperial Beggar dialogue with the files from the original versions of the 360 version of the game, which was never affected by this bug. Please like the video if you found one of these mods useful or interesting, as I am constantly looking at newly uploaded mods on the Nexus to showcase, and likes help me know that my videos are well received in the community. If you have any mod ideas or possible video improvements, feel free to comment them in the comment section below. I post new Bethesda content such as videos like this one and educational or tutorial videos, so feel free to subscribe for more, and remember, bless Paku.